If you want, please close your eyes and imagine a very small, poor, rural village in northern Ethiopia. Dirt roads, no cars, no bicycles. Only mode of transportation is walking. Pregnant women needing to walk 3 hours to get to the nearest city to deliver their babies, often dying en route. Imagine girls being forced into early marriage because there is no high school in the village, and if they remain in school, they don't have to get married. Imagine if this was you. This is exactly the story that my fellow clubmate Rotarian Annie Haley told me. He grew up in this village. He said, "Nick, can Rotary please help my village? Can you please help save the women, the babies, and the girls?" And when someone in your family asks you for help, the only answer is yes. And so, District 6400, in conjunction with the Chuck and Dee Howie Foundation, built a $500,000 hospital. And our club built a high school. And I had the privilege in my vocation as a medical physician of leading a team of 5 extremely professional women who went to that village and trained 40 healthcare professionals who would then go on to train further healthcare professionals who were going to work in that hospital. Again, the sustainability of our projects. Fast forward 1 year later, the hospital is built. The high school is built. Pregnant mothers giving birth to healthy babies. Girls now in high school, no longer being forced into child marriage. Their economic prospects enhanced. Imagine a community now transformed. Mothers, babies, girls' lives transformed. Imagine the power of Rotary, my life, my heart, transformed forever. You have that vocational ability to live this life in Rotary, transform a community, transform people's lives, and just as importantly, transform your own. Thank you.
The Rotary Club of Allen Park and the Rotary Club of Addis Ababa Bole are pleased to announce the approval of a new global grant in the amount of US $168,951. This is a microcredit grant which will also focus on disease treatment. The Ethiopian Diabetes Association has identified 3,195 families with type 1 diabetic children to participate in this program. The families were found to be unable to provide even one decent meal per day for their generally oversized families. Because of their low income, these families regularly need to choose between purchasing insulin for their diabetic children or buying food for the rest of the family. Type 1 diabetic children usually die within a year or 2 after diagnosis. For those who live longer, most do not go to school. They end up with severe medical complications, and very few live beyond the age of 10. This program intends to create a revolving microcredit fund for income-generating activities that will be available to the 3,195 previously identified families. The additional income will complement the incomes of these families and enable them to feed their children better, in order to cope with their diabetes, to purchase insulin, and to care for their education. The selected families have identified the following 5 areas of income generation: poultry fattening, sheep goat fattening, which they use as shoat, milking cows and selling part of the milk, running restaurants or food stalls, and supermarket operations. The loans will be administered by a microfinance institution through competitive screening. Loan amounts will be a maximum of US $500 per borrower for repayment on quarterly terms over 8 to 12 months. The goal of this grant is to have graduates of the program establish a credit rating at their partner MFI so they will have access to all banking privileges going forward. Thank you.